sunny blue sky day. Well, no, let's introduce the movies that move. These are the movies that may move you intellectually, emotionally and creatively perhaps. Okay, so you can find me on the usual platforms, but for now, I can see a buzzard over there. But for now, I'm going to review the movies. I'm going to give you a couple here. Shazam. That is a movie that has been out for roughly a month now, I reckon. And it's still showing strong. There's still quite a few showings on that. David F. Sandberg. Yes, this is the second installment of Shazam. I think it's just as funny as the first, if a little bit more grittier, a bit more rawness in there perhaps. Special effects in there as well. I definitely enjoyed the first. I thought that was hilarious. And usually, the second installment, we sort of compare, don't we? Oh, that is a very big... Oh, no, it's not a buzzard. It's a... Oh, my God, what is that? I think it's a heron or the other one that looks like a heron. Anyway. Is it copper band or something? Or something? All right. Yeah, I never claimed to be David Attenborough, but it's massive. That was a big bird. Maybe it was Big Bird. All right, now that is scary. Okay, so we're doing a fresh take now. Yes, we're doing it outside. Most of these are outside in the green. Let's see who we can speak to. There's nobody around this part of the moment. Okay, so Shazam, getting back to the review. Yes, it's funny. I've noticed a few of these films coming out now, these superhero films, definitely, even the last 3-4 years, I would say, they have the theme. There's so much glitter in the sort of the cinematography, so you will get that. I'm trying not to say it was dark. I'm trying to say it was a little bit dark. It was a little bit dark. I've said it. So expect me to say that a few times. So yeah, it is a good movie. It's not something I would go back and see, but I would have seen the first installment of Shazam Part 1, which brings me on to Avatar: The Way of Water. I actually enjoyed the first one so much. I think that's one of my favourite films. Probably in the top, at that point, before I saw the second one, probably in the top 5 of my favourite films of all time, along with Matrix, because of and Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, because of the cinematography, the way it moved me emotionally. It made me feel like just different within. And when Matrix made me feel, I can fly. It really did do something to me physically and get in tune with my body. Crouching Tiger, that was the first time I cried in the cinema. That was like 1999, something like that, 2001, yeah. It was the first time I cried at the cinema. And then I went out and DJ'd, and it's like I got all these hugs. I mean, obviously when I went into the club I wasn't crying, but it was like it opened me up, I reckon, because I got all these hugs when I walked in, like I was a superstar. I was a DJ after all. But so I did notice that. So, and because it was such a strong storyline, it was beautifully shot. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Have I said that right? It is very early. It's not even 7:30. Okay, so going back to The Way of Water, Avatar, yes, I watched it and I thought it was fantastic. They actually showed the first one for a good week or two. For a good week or two before they showed the second one at the cinema. And yeah, it was lovely seeing the first one again on the cinema screens. I went back to see The Way of Water for a second viewing, and I felt different about it. I don't know. I think I've just picked up more where they tried to pick up from the first one. And of course, so much time has passed, over 10 years, so it's difficult to do that, I think. I think sometimes I think it's good enough to go and see and pay your money and sit down and watch it at the cinema. Definitely that. I mean, I'm not here to critique in that way. I'm here to review. If it moves me, and it definitely, the first one definitely did, because obviously the storyline of the Earth and how we treat the Earth and blah, blah, blah. And the sort of historical, cultural elements of it as well within that storyline. So yeah. The second one, yeah, it's grittier, it's raw, it's you can see the taking the toll, fighting the humans have taken a toll on the avatars in some ways. Maybe they went through COVID as well. I don't know. But yeah, you can see the actors. I mean, I've noticed that the actors coming out now, it's just they look so much different. And I suppose we've all sort of coped with this time, this period of time, in many ways, but in a global way as well. These films now, you sort of can be connected to the actors in a way that's saying, well, you went through it as well. Do you know what I mean? We all went through it, didn't we? Going through it, maybe still. Alright, so the review in itself, yes, thank you for still being with me. So, yeah, I still prefer the first one, Avatar. I did watch something the other day on Netflix. Okay, I'm going to be really brief here, but I did watch, is it Murder Express? Jennifer, this is really not as glamorous or as refined as the other movie reviews, but you know, we're just keeping it real. Time is of the essence, and I want to use my energy in a more relaxed way. So, going back to, it's Jennifer Aniston and, gosh, what's his name? Adam Sandler on Netflix, Murder Something, and it's part 2. As I run up to the first one, it's the sequel to the first one. The first one was quite funny. I found that really enjoyable to watch. And the second one, oh my god, I finished it. I watched it later than I had planned. I don't usually like being on the computer after a certain time. And I watched it, continued to watch it, and so I don't remember TV. I'm quite glad of that actually. And after the film, there's a thought in my head like, oh, I think it's better than the first one. So yeah, it's very, very funny, very humorous, adult humour. It's good. It's good. They work well together. I mean, it's not like a Golden Globe award performance, but I think it just worked well. They work well together, and I think it's just a nice little film to watch and continue, and sort of it's a guess who game, who did it, like Murder on the Orient Express sort of thing. All right, what was it? Almost like Knives Out with well, that's a good one. What's his name? The one who played Bond, Daniel Craig. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you got a couple in there, 3 films in one, including the Knives Out. That's 4 reviews. Yeah, because Knives Out's pretty good. I think it's the first one I saw. I'm going to continue on my walk. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to take a breath. Continue going downstream. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for sticking with me. Hopefully you get a shorter review tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you for sticking with me. This is Movies That Move with Jo.